But what really makes me mad is that the police are being told to turn their heads and not do anything about these people breaking our laws that we have to follow.
My man, so if you could tell us your name, who am I here with?
Correct.
Greg. Greg, right? G-R?
G-R-E-G.
All right. So, Greg, why are you here tonight? What do you want to tell us?
Well, I don't like the way things are going in the country because we're Americans, and what happened to our freedom? It seems that nothing's free for us anymore. But everybody else is coming into the country and getting everything on our back. And what did we work for? I'm retired right now. They're giving more to them than what I get for my retirement.
And what did you do before you retired?
Truck driver.
You're a truck driver. Long haul?
Nope, actually local most.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know.
So you were home?
Old truck driver told me a long time ago, there's two kind of truck drivers. There's a truck driver and a guy that drives the truck. I drove the truck. I parked it and I had one home.
Nothing wrong with that,
I don't like
man.
living
Nothing
there.
wrong. So, as far as here in Charleroi, what do you think the biggest problems are?
Well, for one thing, like I said, you're putting 2,000 immigrants into a town of 4,200. That's half the population.
Yeah. That changes the dynamics.
That changes all the dynamics. We're already losing jobs.
Yeah.
So how are these people going to make a living? How is everybody else going to make a living when they're coming in here and yet still getting everything handed to them?
Yeah.
And they're terrible drivers. They're being handed licenses. Where I was a truck driver. You know what I had to go through as a truck driver? Drug testing, alcohol testing.
Oh yeah.
Medical. If you had diabetes, if you have high blood pressure, you lose your job.
Right.
What? They can just come in and they can just drive anywhere and wreck and destroy people's lives, possibly.
Yeah. And it has in other places.
It has.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it's like a cancer. I've said this before. It's like a cancer. It spreads. If you don't nip it in the bud, which we have to do, I mean, you're gonna have to stand up and fight about this. That's what I feel. It's America. That's what we've done our whole lives. We fought. We fought to make the country what it is. We're gonna have to fight to keep it that way.
So, as far as the driving stuff, has y'all's insurance increased around
Yeah,
here?
there's been a lot of people complaining that insurance rates have changed and going up, and it seems like it went like that in Springfield, if I'm not mistaken.
It sure has, yes. Yep.
I mean, we're newer to it,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but you know, it's a step.
Yes.
It's part of the step that's going to happen because they're going to make people pay for all the accidents and bad stuff that's going to happen. But what really makes me mad is that the police are being told to turn their heads and not do anything about these people breaking our laws that we have to follow.
How many police that you know of have actually left Charleroi because of this?
I personally don't know for a fact, but I heard that there's a couple right now that are leaving. Because how can you do a job when your hands are tied?
Yeah, yeah.
Your job, you take an oath to enforce the law, but they're not enforcing it for these people, but they're enforcing it on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a
double standard.
Yeah, there's a double standard moral issue to this.
Yeah. I agree. So, how do you think we address this? What is the best course of action? And I know you said that we need to stand up and we need to make, things right again, but what is right? Do we need to just deport everybody, or do you think that we need to, kind of figure out who is here legally, and, not just somebody
it's a great question, but yes, the illegals, which they are illegal because they broke laws to come into the country when they should have asked for amnesty at the first countries they came to. There's people coming here from countries across the world. They pass through a lot of other countries to get here.
Well, what gets me is like one of the girls I interviewed in Springfield. Her her real good friend is, well, her best friend is Canadian, and well, she's American now, but she migrated, immigrated from Canada, and the hoops she had to hop through, she had to take a civics exam, she had to do all this stuff and she did.
She was vetted.
Yes.
We know who she is.
But now she's looking at these people that are coming here, don't know how to speak English, don't even seem to want to assimilate to our culture, and she's looking at it like, well, how's that fair?
How do people communicate that? How do you coexist with these people when you can't communicate?
Yeah.
And we have a language here that's English.
Yes. Did you know that actually, technically, if you actually look it up, the United States of America does not actually have an official language. Like if you look it up, it flat out says that there is no official language, which is crazy because it definitely is English.
You it's English. It is English. It's not Haitian. It's not Mexican. But Spanish would be a good language to probably learn.
Yeah, because we're gonna.
Well, but there's a lot of world to speak it.
Yes.
At least for cigar smoking purposes.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Oh, Cuba. And actually, I know a little bit of Spanish, but not too much. But that's besides the point. So,
back to the questions you asked.
Yeah.
The people who came here illegally are here illegal.
Yeah.
They're using up our resources. Look at all the money. Did you see the thing about the woman that got the food stamp, the receipt? And it was like there was like $14,000 in food on it for this person. There was like $4,000 in cash available to them on this receipt that this immigrant left. Illegal. I'm saying illegal. Sorry, that's what I was saying. But
It's okay.
no, people want to come here. They have to do it the right way, and we can't absorb all this. It's just not going to work. You can't just let anybody in your country. If there's no borders, there's no country.
Amen.
So yeah, I'm hoping for Trump. I'm a Trump guy. I want this cleaned up. Day one, I hope he starts deporting. They wanted to hire 87,000 IRS workers. Why? Who are they going to come after, guys? Think about it.
Yeah.
They're coming after you and me, the little guy. They ain't going to get the big guy. But I say take them and turn them into ice. Send them around to every place where these people are. Start rounding them up. Look, if you can prove who you truly are, and that you're not a criminal, then maybe you have a shot. But other than that, I seen the other videos of the wall down there where they drop all their IDs and all their stuff. They get rid of it before they come over.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't want you to know who you are. Why? That ain't good.
No.
Good people don't come here like that.
No.
The best and the brightest are coming here like that.
No. Yeah.
So yeah, I have a problem with that. And yes, it needs cleaned up. If you want to come here legally, okay.
Yes.
If you can fit into our society and our way,
Yeah.
all power to you. But this illegal stuff's gonna stop, man. It's just not good. It's gonna spread like cancer. It's gonna tear this country to pieces. I know this country's made on immigration, but it was different. The way people came here before was different. And they did learn the language. They did assimilate.
Yes. Oh,
And
yeah.
they did work and pay their taxes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay? I'm okay with that. Because that's the American way.
Amen.
You're in a free country. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yes.
If you are ambitious and you want to make something of yourself,
It's here to be made.
it's here to be made.
Yes.
So, as far as that goes, yeah, it's a problem. It truly is. And anybody that says it isn't, come move to Charleroi.
Very well said. So are there any other issues here? Like, are there issues with the schools? I know you mentioned jobs and stuff. Do you think that there are issues with the temp agencies taking advantage of these people just because they come from a bad...
Even up here, I don't know if you've rode through town and seen the vans.
Oh, yeah, you can't
Yeah,
miss them. They're everywhere.
They're driving them around to go to work,
Yeah.
which is probably good so they're not
So
driving
they're not driving
a car,
themselves,
but
yes.
Point being is we're losing jobs. The area's been devastated for a long time because of steel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
This area was built on. I know. I lived here. I've seen. I grew up in a mill town.
And once that stuff left, it's been hurt.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we're just not getting in. High tech can only take you so far. Once again, I said about AI and robots, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Because what is your worth? What is your worth as a human being if you don't work to earn what you think that the rich people are going to take pity on us down the road? They're not going to take welfare on us. I mean, that's why they wanted, like, the WEF wants to depopulize the earth. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a major problem.
It is a major problem for us all, bro. For us all. All right. Well, do you have anything else that you want to share with us before we?
Well, I appreciate you coming down here and actually doing this interview with me. I truly do. I don't know how it's going to come across, but I am who I am. I speak my mind, and I'm always going to be like that. I am a true American patriot. Trump's 2024.
Greg, you've been awesome, man. I appreciate you speaking with
No
me.
problem, man.
My conversation with Greg was enlightening. In fact, I spoke with many of the fellas down at the Leaning House Cigar Shop in Charleroi, and they had much they wanted to tell me. Greg, for instance, tells me about how there have been cops that are leaving, quitting, or retiring to go somewhere else because they're tired of their hands being tied here. They're tired of being told that they're to continue to enforce the laws on the regular law-abiding American citizens, but when it comes to these Haitian migrants or whatever other kind of nationalities are mixed in with the Haitians, they're to put the blinders on and not to enforce the same laws that we as, again, American citizens must follow. So there's a lot of anger about that, about the issue with, these people coming in depending upon the social services that were already strained, especially in Charleroi. Charleroi's an old steel town. All the factories have basically shut down. It's been in peril for a long while. There's drug issues, there's a lot of bad issues in Charleroi, and that was before they dumped 2,000 legal or illegal migrants off in that town. And, I say legal or illegal because regardless, it does not matter. The situation is not a whole lot different than Springfield. In fact, there's so many similarities. The people of Springfield were not upset because there's Haitians there. They were upset because there was such a surplus, such an influx of people. It didn't matter if they were purple people. The problem is that we are cramming a bunch of people that didn't belong to a small town into that small town who are also unable to just start to provide for themselves. They actually are dependent upon the social services, and from many sources I've talked to are getting much, much more than what your normal American citizen would get on the assistance program or through food stamps, things of that nature. The social services that are being provided to these migrants seem just exponentially greater than anything American citizens receive. And that's a shame. That's a shame. And so there's people that are rightly upset, and they're voicing their opinions straight from Charleroi, Pennsylvania. So if you like these videos, if you appreciate the voices that we're bringing you, the voices that you're not going to hear anywhere else, you're not going to hear this on the mainstream media, then we just ask that you like our video, that you subscribe to our channel, because it's people like you that show us that what we're doing is important. And so we appreciate you. So until next time, embrace the stories that matter.